He doesn't care if you're lighter than him, more than 25 pounds. He just go hard with everybody. I don't think that Du Plessis is wrestling even close to Khamzat. When we watch fight with Whittaker, he just take him down and he just like break him. So nobody did this against Whittaker before.
De Renner has trained with both of them. He said there's going to be an early storm by Chimaev, but he believes Dricus can sustain the storm, and each passing minute favors Dricus. Now, what he's talking about is conditioning. If you asked me about that fight 2 years ago or a year ago, even 6 months ago, I would have quickly dismissed it and told you Chimaev. I would tell you Chimaev every single round. But I don't feel that way anymore. I feel and I'm seeing what other people are feeling and seeing. The greatness of Dricus, it is something that is now not only witnessed, but recognized.
DDP and Khamzat Chimaev. Who emerges from that?
But DDP, man, he is something else, bro. For so long, we thought he just was bad. He's not. He's really good. He's like really.
With nearly 2 months to go until UFC 319, Khamzat Chimaev has already begun intense punishing training sessions. Arman Tsarukyan, who recently trained alongside him and other top MMA fighters, warned Dricus Du Plessis about Chimaev's terrifying power and aggression.
Dricus fighting for the belts in just over a month's time. What are your initial thoughts on that matchup stylistically?
So honestly, I have to say Dricus would be a favorite. He probably is a favorite, but I think I'm leaning towards Dricus. The whole thing can be summed up. Chimaev will take him down.
Yeah.
Will he finish him before he gets back up? That's the million-dollar question. Because if he doesn't finish him on the ground, I think he loses. But
Arman Tsarukyan recently shared his intense experience training with Khamzat Chimaev, calling it a wild ride. He revealed that Khamzat goes full force, regardless of his partner's size, showing no hesitation. Arman views this as a major advantage, saying it pushes him to his limits. If he can handle grappling with Khamzat, he believes he's capable of wrestling anyone in the world.
With Khamzat, I mean, obviously there's so many stories about what that guy's capable of in the gym going back for about 10 years. What is it like for you to get in there and roll with him?
I mean, Khamzat, he's a tough guy, and he doesn't care if you're lighter than him, more than 25 pounds. He just go hard with everybody, and it's good for me. You know, I get a lot of like experience, and I feel like if I can wrestle with him, I can wrestle with anybody, you know.
I would think so, man. And he's probably weighing what? When he comes in, you said 25 pounds. Is that about how much he weighs more than you when you guys go? He's like 205, something like that.
On the other hand, Robert Whittaker is backing Dricus Du Plessis to get the job done against Khamzat Chimaev. Whittaker acknowledges that Chimaev will likely land takedowns, but believes the key lies in whether he can finish Dricus before he scrambles back to his feet. In Whittaker's view, if Du Plessis can survive on the ground and keep getting up, his toughness and resilience could ultimately turn the tide in his favor.
Khamzat and DDP, the next fight. Who do you think is going to walk away as the champion here?
I can't see anyone really stopping Chimaev's takedowns. His takedowns are so hard to stop. It's super high level. Can DDP drag it into those later rounds? Can it get through the first grappling exchanges and then start to capitalize on his just like persistence, like doggedness to go away? Honestly, if Chimaev can't get DDP out of there, DDP wins. DDP wins almost every fight. You can't get rid of him, right? Because he's like bold.
Who do you think wins that fight between DDP and Khamzat?
I don't think that Du Plessis is wrestling even close to Khamzat. When we watch fight with Whittaker, he just take him down and he just like break him. So nobody did this against Whittaker before. And Khamzat still have big power of punching, right? He can just turn off your light by one punch.
Yeah, but DDP looked crazy strong and big in his last fight against Sean Strickland. Khamzat's not a really big 185er. He's got to be like 190 pounds fighting at 185. He's cutting to
I think
5 pounds.
he even bigger than Du Plessis. Yeah.
No way.
Of course
no
he
way.
is, bro. He's big. He's big and strong as hell. Yeah. I don't know how much it's in pounds, but he more than.
Or are you gonna train Khamzat Chimaev to beat DDP?
Cardio. I just don't think he has the gas tank. If he doesn't finish DDP to win this, because he's good, he's strong, his grappling's better, he's got good technical striking. I would put a lot more money on Chimaev if he trains the right way for his cardio. If he doesn't train his cardio the right way, I think it's gonna be hard for him to put DDP away, and DDP's gonna get him in the later rounds and gas him out.
Is he good enough to defend the takedowns of Chimaev? Let's go further with it. Is he good enough to take Chimaev down? I've never seen Chimaev lose a stand-up fight. I want you to know how good Dricus is at a stand-up fight. Do you believe that Chimaev can tackle this man? Chimaev has gotten on top of everybody with no exception inside of 5 minutes. And you guys remember the Robert Whitaker fight. He came right across the ring, got him right down right away. Chimaev versus Dricus feels different. What a match. Dricus Du Plessis, world champion. It's not quite as obvious that he couldn't go with Alex Pierre. It's not quite as obvious as it felt. It's not quite as obvious that he can't go with Chimaev. Things feel very different.
It's not always about the most technical guy. You know, it's the guy who wants it more. And
how do you think he fares against Khamzat?
I think Khamzat is a go for broke kind of guy. Khamzat, if he can't out wrestle you, he can't control you in that fierce state of direction of what he does. You know, I think he'll break. Khamzat will get him if he'll get him, but if he can't get him, it's going to be a hard third, fourth, and fifth round. Right. I think that's going to be all Dricus.
So if it goes into the championship rounds, you like the champ?
Yeah, 100%.
Incredible fighter. Very, very, very tough fighter. You know, has been hit with a few tests. Obviously, you know, myself, obviously Burns. So, and he's passed. So, I'm excited to see how that fight goes with himself and Dricus Du Plessis. I think that's a phenomenal fight. Both guys tough, extremely tough. So that's one of the fights I'm looking forward to the most this year.
Do it, let's do it. Oh.
The man, he's a savage. He calls him his shots. He finishes his opponents. When he goes inside the octagon, you know that guy goes for the finish. He's not looking for the decision. That's why I respect Khamzat. He's a beast. So he deserves to fight for the title as soon as possible. We're gonna have an amazing fight because I love Dricus Du Plessis. He's a great human being. I have a great relationship with him. I have a great relationship with Khamzat also. But as a fan of mixed martial arts, it's gonna be a very exciting fight. I hope the best man wins, and I wish best of the luck to both of them.
It's one
now,
of the
which
great
direction are you putting that now? Are you transferring that to DDP?
I think DDP figures it out. I think he takes him to deep water and he figures it out, and I think it's like a learning lesson for him and all.
This kind of thing is all right. So now, do you counter wrestle? Do you find your striking exchanges working when you push the guy backwards, and can you do that without overshooting and getting taken down? Do you want to get taken down and make a scramble and this? No, probably not. Du Plessis has work cut out for him. Like, he has to kind of figure this enigma out of a dude who can kickbox pretty good with this European style kickboxing and also really high level grappling. I don't know. I think it'll come down to who's in the best shape, who's the best conditioned. That's really the end of that. Happy birthday, August 16th. We're going to see that one.
But it's that skill thing that we talk about. When you can have athleticism, you can have strength, but when you come up against someone whose skill is far superior to yours, eventually you're going to burn out. if you're fighting somebody who can match you physically, but also has the skill on top of it, I mean, you're kind of done, really, unless you get lucky with a punch.
Gilbert Burns' fight, he won, but it was close.
It was very close. I think it's at 170. I don't think he's the same guy at 170.
Yeah.
I also think Gilbert is tough as. I mean, it was a war. He dropped Chimaev. He cracked him with the right hand. But Chimaev, even when he got dropped, he confirms Khamzat Chimaev is next.
Do you think it's different with Du Plessis?
He can wrestle. He's got very good jiu-jitsu. He hits hard, and he's a big, durable dude. But I don't know if he's going to be able to wrestle with that guy. Like, I don't know, man. The Khamzat's skill is so high level, it makes me wonder. It's like, there's some guys, like you see it in jiu-jitsu. There's some guys that look really good until they fight somebody who's really, really good. And then they get manhandled. You know, it's like everybody looks good until they face Gordon Ryan. Like, Gordon Ryan can do that to anybody. Like, is Khamzat at that level? Well, it kind of appears that he is. It appears that he's, in terms of like the grappling that he possesses, seems magnitudes great.
It's straight back down, and then you just run out of energy, right?
Maybe even more intense, because maybe even more dominant. You know, like to do that to Whitaker like that, a guy who's a world champion, that was crazy.
That was scary.
Because this was like Chimaev got the blade of his forearm across the jaw, and it was like just crushing those teeth, and it goes into his mouth. You saw the photo?
Yeah.
What it looks like?
Yeah, man.
He's even better than you've seen. The word is by people who train with him, they're like, dude, he is a fucking freak of nature. He's really smart. He knows what to do. He's got sick timing. He's just like, he's got a super genius fight mindset. And he's got that thing about him just purely from his talent.
And you got to think his endurance is probably going to be better at 85 than it was at 70 because of the cut.
Yeah.
For Khamzat, it's like 85 is really where he should have been all along.
But again, he got like fear factor, like a Mike Tyson type. That's a good question. Yeah, Mike Tyson. I would say right now, you know, Khamzat Chimaev is like that guy. Khamzat Chimaev.
He's not like a human even, huh?
Yeah, no, he'll punch
like,
in the fucking face.
He's just strange.
So this guy was killing himself to get to 70. At 85, he's the man. He gets a title shot.
You have to. If you beat Whitaker, the #3 contender in the world.
Not just that, but he ran through him and he strangled him in the first round. He's got the grip of death. I think he might have broke his jaw. That guy's scary. That grappling is next level.
Yeah, I was just training with Strickland over the last couple of weeks, so it wouldn't be as nice to call him out, I guess. But why not Khamzat? That'll be a nice matchup, grappling-wise. Yeah,
he can wrestle, he can grapple, he can strike. When we get in there, it's you know, unfortunately, like Sean Strickland says, you know, we're gonna do the man dance, and you know, when my will up against his, we'll see who starts to unravel first.
Somebody come to dancing, man. I'm here to keep somebody here. It's the different here. I'm not dancing in the cage. I'm
dying in the process.
I come and smash your face, bro. Sorry.
He has some issues that he looks like a nice guy, but he's kind of psychopathic.
Oh, he's a full psychopath.
Khamzat, you are proven to be a problem for everybody you're in the octagon with. Who would you like to see next when you step into the octagon?
Everybody. I come here for everybody. Kill everybody. I'm the jab, I'm the kick, get everyone. Ah!
Give me the guns. I'm gonna shoot the Engano.
Hey, this is Chechen, motherfucker. Shut up, guys. And I'll fuck you boy up. I'm fucking backstage as well.
How do you stop his takedown? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Dricus will stop Chimaev's takedown.
Okay.
I like it. It's like, oh, hey, trust me, it's kept me up at night. I've been just running it back.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a way, but it's tricky. Okay, because once he gets his hand on you, once you back up on that fence, he's going to stay there on you. Now, can he do that? Can he? Because I believe he will get Dricus down. He will control him for a round, but if he can't put him away, what does he look like coming out in round 2?
Yeah.
And then let's say he does it again. What does he look like coming out in round 3? And then we've got that Usman fight again. Okay, and Dricus, like, he's got a gas tank.
Yeah.
He's got that dog in him. He can. If you don't put him away, he'll keep fighting. Like, he'll keep coming at you with his bombs and his punches and his kicks. He'll keep doing it, like, until the bell rings. And I think that's one of his superpowers.
Yeah.
I guess that's the biggest thing in play for this fight is just like what Chimaev does with the takedowns, because I believe there is no doubt in my mind that he gets them.
Do we have a message for Khamzat Chimaev?
I'll see you when I see you. I think he tweeted something. He actually tweeted, because when his tweets make sense, it's his agent, and when it's just like random English words in a certain, it's him, and he said this fight. This fight, yeah. Well, I mean, trying to get to a fight, couldn't get the welterweight title, definitely not getting the middleweight title. Like, talk about a waste of potential. That's about it.
Wanted to get your thoughts on Dricus as a champion, his run so far, and what do you make of his grappling?
What do you think, guys? How I done with this guy, Rob? How he done? Rob took him down. So if Rob took him down, so there is salam alaikum.
Едем, можешь мне это место назвать?
Это олимпийская база Кисловодске. Это, наверное, самая лучшая, где база, которую я был во всех местах.
Реально?
Самое лучшее место для тренировок, да.
А кто обычно здесь проводит свои сборы, не знаешь?
Да много, все олимпийские
борцы,
чемпионы,
да, наверное?
Там борцы, фигуристы, не фигуристы. Там все спорты есть, боксеры, не боксеры. Еще одна, в которой в этом, в Эльбрусе.
Озон Вилледж, да, очень
это тоже очень по кайфу место. Без суеты, без городской всей такой. Чисто в спорт уходишь. И без телефона, без ничего, у тебя там дом.
Ничего не отвлекает.
Нет, чисто в спорт. И голова у тебя такая, связь.
Да.
Все эти личные вещи, да.